Hello everyone, I'm Duke James. This is Georgia. So I'm going to have this peace deal. I take Crimea. I'm going to destroy that fort. They break their alliance with the Ottomans, which is what was supposed to happen when we declared war, but they joined it. They joined it anyway. Probably because I think what happened was I attacked Circassia, they didn't join, and then Crimea was like, hey, can you join this war? And they're like, sure, we'll join you, Crimea. That's my version of the events. Whether or not that happened, I don't know. But it really doesn't matter. They're going to break that alliance now, and then they're going to invoke their core on Tana. These ships are going to go back to protecting. That fort is going to go bye-bye. Can I do a rival? I don't have any possible rivals. My development is only 230? 228. My development is 228, but I have no possible rivals. I guess I'm too small for the Ottomans to be a rival, but I'm too large for... No, I'm too small for the Mamluks to be a rival, but I'm too large for the Ottomans, Karaman, the Retinids, Shirvan, Karakyanlu. None of these guys. I'm going to build a couple of transports. So it looks like the plague... The plague just stopped. It didn't even pass over. It didn't even come, I guess, which technically it would pass over, right? But... Athens accepted peace with their former enemies. Full annexation was demanded, 20 ducats. I don't want anything over here, so... Unfortunately, I do want these territories, so I would like the Romans to become... They can get this territory, but I'm going to have to take this territory from them anyway. So I guess I want them to be strong, but then I somehow want these territories, so I don't want them to be strong. There's a holy fool in Tana. We could get a cathedral. This province is already Orthodox, it's Pontic. I don't see us having any trouble with the unrest in this province, so I don't think we need a cathedral. We're not going to condemn him. For 30 years, we can get local trade power, missionary strength, and prestige. Sure. That works for me. Yeah, these provinces did flip back to Orthodox, as I thought they would. They're both at 30%, though. This one should be at 40. Should take about a year. I think they should stay Orthodox now because it'll increase by 20%. So they should be at 50%. The plague has ended. Didn't really even show up. Truce with the Retinids ends 11. So next year. They're allied with Hazaraspid, who was a two-province minor, but they did conquer some territories from Fars. Pretty much after Karakyanlu, this whole area is just a mess. They're all fighting each other. So the thing is, I want to fight the Mamluks, because the Mamluks have tons of ducats that you can rather easily take if you capture this area. You can grab like 2,000 ducats in the early stage if they have all these territories. So that's a lot of ducats for me, 2,000. You really only need like 15,000 troops to do that. 15 to 20,000 troops, maybe. I've done it in the past without even fighting a single battle, so 15,000 to 20,000. As long as you can capture Alexandria, then you have a beachhead and you can capture this. So that's one of my goals. Looks like my force limit's 10 now, so if I get my force limit up to 13 to 14,000 and I build those troops, then I could declare war on the Mamluks and see how that goes. They have 17,000 men. By the time I get those troops, that force limit, probably have around 22,000. That's actually their force limit, but they don't have those troops. They should be able to build a bunch of troops, but the thing is, they don't really walk them over here. It takes a long time for them to walk through this area. The only problem with this is if I conquer the Retinids territory, then I'm right up against the Mamluks. So the Mamluks are going to have an army over here, and they're going to invade. And I want to send troops around and then land in Alexandria from the sea. So they're going to have troops up here taking my territory. I suppose what else I could do is have Erzincan as a vassal instead of Kurdistan. If I had a vassal here, that should help with, as long as they have a fort, that might be able to tie down the Mamluks. The other thing is they're also allied with Karaman. So Karaman would have direct access to my territory as well. Of course, I could always just walk over here and take out Karaman first before I go down. If I have the Retinids as a buffer, they might not give access to the Mamluks. But then again, they might just do it anyway. Looks like they annexed Dulkadir, but then they still have... Does that look grayed out? Because that doesn't look grayed out to me. They must be grayed out because I can't actually... I can't actually click it, so they must not... They don't exist then. They're supporting the independence of Sicily. Receiving trade power from Karaman, allied with Djerid, Karaman, and Algezire. Algezire and Djerid are North African miners over here somewhere. So they're not really a problem. But that's in the future anyway. I need to build up my force limit. Plus, I need a bigger navy as well. They have a 18-ship navy, 2 light ships, and 7 galleys, a bunch of transports. I think if I attack the Retinids, I'll probably just take these provinces. Leave a buffer zone for now with the Mamluks. The burghers are building in Guria. I do have tribals, so I can get a troop from the tribals. At least a troop. Which is kind of why this is good that I kept these territories. I was probably going to keep Manazkert anyway, so I could get that troop from the tribals. Crimea no longer considers Georgia a rival. Well, Georgia's... or Genoa. Genoa, Georgia. Genoa only owns one territory. Do you guys want to give us that territory? Give me that territory? No? This is actually a nice province. Despite only having 3 developments, it has a trade wharf rank 1, rural infrastructure rank 2, a cathedral, a marketplace, workshop, and warehouse. It's not a bad province. It doesn't have a trade modifier or anything. And it is controlled by the burghers. So you always want to make your burghers stay powerful. Speaking of the burghers, they built a marketplace here. It's a little bit weird. Is that all of their money? You can tell because they'll have a little bit of money left. They should never really be at 0. Do you have a little bit of Sunni fanatics? The Empire of the Romans will join. I don't think I need them, though. I'm Tech 12, they're Tech 10. They're only allied with Hazaraspid, which is all the way over here. I don't think they'd get to us. Unless Karakianlu gives them access, but Karakianlu likes us for some reason. He did improve relations, plus 100. That's probably why. I'm not sure why they haven't attacked for independence, because there's only one... Their overlord has 1 province, 5 developments. I don't really want to support them, though. Also, they're not allied with anybody. In terms of aggressive expansion, I think we could take a couple provinces. I have 29 favors with the Romans. I think I'll hold off on that. This province, they never keep that fort maintenance up, so we could just grab it from them really quickly. Spread the true faith or liberate the faithful. That's these 3 provinces. I don't really want those provinces, as mentioned earlier. I think I'll grab these 3 provinces, because this province has 19 development, so I should do the Liberate the Faithful to get the 25% reduction if I take that province. So I'll go ahead and just do a Spread the True Faith, probably take those 3 provinces, Ducats War Reps. Immediately grab this fort. That was quick. That was like a 5-day siege. The gates were open. They have 1 troop between them. That is a lot of aggressive expansion. This should be fine because it's going to be the end of the year, so I guess I'll just take those 2 provinces. Burgers are building some weird stuff. I guess that's not that weird, marketplaces. They can only build where they have control, so that's why it seems like they're building in, at least to me, not good provinces, but they can only build where they control, and they control those provinces. You're going to give me war reps, ducats. You're going to revoke your cores. And those 2 provinces. This is a fort level 3. Don't really have a good place to position these guys. I'll just go right there. I'll get that troop from the tribals. Did I do that? I don't see it building. Where's that troop, tribals? I demand that troop. I'm gonna get another transport ship. Build up my transport ships to my the amount of troops I have. And end this part here. I'll pick it up in the next part. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.